Oh man, so in this video we're going to be looking at Fantom and Near Protocol. Both are holding up much stronger than Bitcoin and are both raring to go to release from out of the blocks when Bitcoin gets going. We're going to take a look at the technical levels for both Fantom and Near Protocol, and I'm going to give you my expectations of where I think those prices could recover to when Bitcoin goes for its next run up to the upside. Guys, don't forget to smash up the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. As always, if you want to trade any of these moves with me, whether it's Fantom, Bitcoin, or Near Protocol, you can do so using the two exchanges which I recommend. BYBIT, links in description, giving you guys up to $4,000 in bonuses. I personally use BYBIT to trade, as well as BITGET, links in description. They'll give you 10% cash back on whatever you deposit. So if you're not set up on one of these platforms, do so using my link below. You're going to get the best bonuses, and also these are the exact platforms I use. So when I'm giving you insights or showing you chart patterns, they're the exact ones I'm seeing on that exchange with the same entry points. Now, as we can see, we covered off Bitcoin earlier today, and Bitcoin is now down 0.9%. You can see here on the 4-hourly pattern, we've got this head and shoulders pattern sitting in the balance right now. It's not clear whether this head and shoulder pattern is really going to materialize. I've taken a long position anyway, and I'm looking to scale that up as we get to this first line, 21,700. I'll be looking to scale up. I'm expecting therefore some more resistance at 22,900 if we get there as well. But what we're seeing in the immediate short term here on Bitcoin, and the reason this is important is we're going to be covering this off shortly, is we're losing the 1 hour EMA ribbon. Okay, you can see we've closed to the downside of our 1 hour EMA, but on the 4-hourly we are still testing it. Okay, you can see we're coming right to the bottom here of our 4 hour EMA ribbon. If we can bounce here, that is really good. Okay, you can see how we managed to build here. Can we get that bounce and continue to 21,700, which is where I'll be scaling my position? The other reason this is okay so far is this is a breakout so far with a retest of the neckline. Again, I said this a couple of days ago. If you get a retest and a bounce, that gives you even more conviction when you head to the upside. But you want to look to see if we lose the neckline, then you want to have your stop losses in place to get out. Mine is probably sitting at about just 20, I think it was 20,600 roughly, at about kind of this level to stop me out on my position. Again, if you want to trade this, BYBIT, BitGet, links in description, you can join me on this trade, but please make sure you're only doing so with a little bit of money that you're comfortable losing if you're not experienced at trading. Now, the two coins I want to talk about here are two coins which are really raring to go, and this is really, really important. I spoke about this on my Twitter account where I was sharing some of the coins. If you're not following, by the way, at Real Ijaz 01. There's a couple of coins which are really starting to move. When Bitcoin has a green day, you're seeing some of these altcoins really raring to go. And the analogy I would use is if you imagine you're at like a horse race or something like that. You've got horses lined up at the gates. Now, Bitcoin is walking towards the gate, getting ready slowly for at some point it will decide to get on its move. But you want to see which altcoins are really badgering the gate, really trying to push the gate down, ready, primed to go. So then when Bitcoin does start recovering eventually, whenever that will be, we're aligned in the altcoins that are going to explode, because those are the ones that are going to give you the returns that you want for the more riskier parts of your portfolio. Fantom is setting up to be exactly one of these coins, and the way I can prove this is let's bring out the 4-hourly EMA ribbon. Now, if you look at here, Fantom flipped its 4-hour EMA ribbon on the 20th of June. Okay, so 5 days ago. If I compare that to Bitcoin, Bitcoin only has just done it literally a couple of 4-hourly candles ago, and it's already retesting it to the bottom side. So you can see the difference here. Fantom is well above its EMA ribbon. It's even bounced and retested it. So not only has it broken above, it's bounced, it's retested it, it's come again, and it's gone higher, and now it's got plenty of room. This is a nice bullish setup from Fantom. We spoke about the other day that the next price target is 30. You can see we went above 30 at 31. Now it's getting a cool down. Now it's perfectly fine if Fantom comes and tests its EMA ribbon all the way in there. It's perfectly, if I come back here, you can see that it's perfectly fine all the way in. Let's give you the levels here. Even if it comes down to these kind of levels, 27, 28, there's nothing wrong with that here on Fantom. It's created itself enough protection, enough padding that it can retrace slightly, like we're seeing here on these two red candles, and it's perfectly fine. It's setting up nicely. Okay, so what we want to watch out for now on Fantom is, can Bitcoin start fulfilling that head and shoulders pattern? Because if Bitcoin does go towards that head and shoulders pattern, and we do see the break past 21,700, which I just showed you, then the technical target on Bitcoin on the head and shoulders pattern is to get towards a 26,000 mark. Okay, now that 26,000 mark, if Bitcoin goes on that journey up towards here, then imagine where Fantom could be roaring to, because Fantom is already ready to go. Okay, it's primed, it's ready to go, and at least 38 cents here is the next level here for Fantom, and then we can start looking at more exciting levels up towards 58 cents here on Fantom. So definitely one which is primed to recover nicely. If you look at the daily, sorry, let me just come over to the daily EMA. This is important as well. What I want to show you here on the daily EMA is Fantom is now coming up towards its daily EMA ribbon. So what we do want to see here is, does the daily EMA ribbon act as resistance? Because if Bitcoin gets rejected from the head and shoulders pattern, what we're going to see here is this was just a consolidation for Fantom before a bigger move to the downside. See how that happened here? Consolidation, move, consolidation, move. So you need to be careful on the longer term timeframes, and that's exactly the same for Bitcoin. Okay, if I show you Bitcoin, what are we seeing here on this Bitcoin chart? Even if we break towards 26,000, the head and shoulders pattern, which is a beautiful trade, you can make some decent money on it. Longer term, we're still bearish. Even there at that price point, look where my cursor is. You're in the middle of your EMA ribbon. You're nowhere near flipping that bullish. You need to be back in the channel here above 28,000, 28,700 in order to start being bullish again on Bitcoin on the daily chart. Okay, so very important. In other words, what I'm saying here is, don't get caught up with different time frames. Understand what you're doing. So things can look bullish on a 4-hourly chart, and you can take a trade on the 4-hourly chart, but on the daily chart, you need to understand that even with that move towards 26 here on Bitcoin, if we get it, we still are in the control of the bears, and it's the same for your altcoins. So yes, Fantom here can look really good on the 4-hourly chart, as you can see, right? We're seeing that on the 4-hourly chart. We can set ourselves up for some moves to the upside, but on the daily chart, you still see here that the daily EMA ribbon, in order for a Fantom to flip it, is sitting at 46 cents. So until then, you know, you can get rejected from this EMA ribbon all the way up to there. And you need to be cautious of that. You can even get a move like this up to 43, and then the bears can push us back to the downside. Again, it's going to be led by Bitcoin. Let's take the similar look at Near Protocol. Same thing on its daily chart, right? You're seeing this? We've had a nice move to the upside, which we're going to look at on the shorter time frames. But again, this EMA ribbon can act as resistance if the wider market falls to the downside. The bears continue to be in control. So yes, we've benefited from a nice move and benefit from that. Trade that on BYBIT, trade that on BitGet. No problem at all. You can trade that. But longer term, you need to understand where the market is heading. And so far, the bears are still into control. So until Bitcoin can really start to make some of these moves, and when I say that, it's got a long way to go. In order for Bitcoin, just to repeat, in order for Bitcoin to flip its daily bullish, you're looking at about 28,700. Then you've got your daily bullish. And that may not happen for quite some time in terms of a longer term time frame. Coming back to Near Protocol, let's flip on over to the 4-hourly chart. And again, Near Protocol is ahead of Bitcoin. It's above its 4-hour EMA ribbon, and it's been so for a while. It's getting a little bit of a cooling off now. It's got plenty of room to come down. It can even come down to $3.70, $3.72 here, and still then get a bounce to the upside. Okay, so that's what we want to keep an eye out. Now, this is the key message for me, is you want to align yourself in some of these good projects that are ready to go. So when you're looking at your altcoins, if they're not moving and they're not green when Bitcoin is green, there's a bit of a problem. Bitcoin should not be green and your altcoin is just chilling or zero or negative. That's a clue that there's something wrong with your specific project, or the market does not like the specific project you're looking in. But if Bitcoin is running 1 or 2% and your altcoins are nice and healthily responding to that 4%, 5%, that's the healthy relationship you'll want to see. Because altcoins are smaller market cap, therefore when Bitcoin is green, you should see your altcoins move a multiple of that rate, okay? Oh, how could I forget? I need to share the price targets for you. So if we go into Fantom, and what we do is we take our Fibonacci ratio, swing low to swing high. What we want to look at is the Fibonacci Golden ratio. That's here between the 0.618 mark and the 0.65 mark. And what you can see is that is $2.23 to $2.39 here on Fantom. And that's a comfortable level and a price target I'd be expecting Fantom to easily, comfortably return to here on the bounce back when Bitcoin starts to get moving. Now, how long we're suppressed before we do that, I don't know. The recession could be 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. But when we do start returning, that's a comfortable return for me. And I'll be very disappointed if Fantom didn't get back to 223 to 239. Not financial advice, right? That's not even all-time highs. Similarly on Near Protocol, take your swing low to your swing high. Fibonacci Golden ratio is between 1384 and 14.4. So again, a crazy risk to reward right now. You're getting, Near Protocol, if you were buying here at the lows of $2.70, now even if you buy in at $4, all the way running this up for a quick 3x, if not more, that's an amazing risk to reward on some of these altcoins. Now again, just for full transparency, I'm not currently stacking up on Fantom and Near Protocol right now. If you want to see my tokenomic breakdown on Near Protocol, I'll link that up for you guys to go watch. If you want to understand why I'm not buying Fantom right now, you have to watch this video because it's the same reason as I'm not buying Near Protocol as well. So go watch those videos to understand where my mindset's at. It doesn't mean I don't think they're good projects, but do listen to my rationale on what is going on and why I'm not buying right now. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.